Good morning. Today is Monday, and it is a very special day because it is the beginning of an experiment that I have decided to do. It's not like a real experiment, it's just kind of like this little thing I wanted to experiment with, shall we say. It is the last week of my summer, and I have not had a moment to relax or to indulge in my summer self, if you will. I have decided that I will take off of work this whole week. I'm going to do what I want to do and try to escape any of those constraining outside voices that tell me, oh, you should do this or you have to do this. And so today I decided that I would go on a little hike, a little nature trail. I'm going to bring a camera, I'm going to bring a book and a pen and paper to write some things and just go back into the woods and the forest where I feel my happiest. So today, day one of this little experiment is going to be Emily really in the woods. Emily is going in the woods. I would just like to point out my outfit as I am super excited about these pants. They are super flowy and fun to wear, and also I'm wearing a sun hat, so it's going to be a good day. We are here. It's already so peaceful and quiet and sunny, and I'm going to pick the trail that I'm gonna go on. I don't think I've ever been here before, so I'm just gonna pick a trail. We're gonna go down it, see what we can see. I brought my camera, so gonna get some photos of nature, and yeah, let's see what happens. See those leaves? It's almost fall. Everything is changing, and there are little hints of it everywhere. Little mushrooms. Look at this uprooted tree. It's made a little tiny cave. I would live in there. It's quite cozy. If you get some furnishings, little fairy lights, be perfect. So I've just been sitting here. I took a little sit down on this bench that I found, and I pulled out my poetry book and started writing, and I've written a new poem, and I'll share it with you. Cicada's song shimmers on the end of a raven's call. Vermilion leaves brush against those still green. This is the in-between. End of August air rides heavy upon light crisp breaths that whisper as the fading chatter of insects. Soon. Paths are strewn with pine needles of cycles past, which will be laid to rest under the blanket of the freshly fallen. Death will walk again. But fear not, O wanderer, traveler amongst the trees, exploring the in-between. It is a dream, and you with all of nature shall sleepily drag your feet through blackberry bushes sweet, and find the prayer between the push and pull of existence, until, without resistance, you lay your head upon the earth's chest and breathe with her in sleep. And now I am off down those paths again. I'm gonna take a different path than the one I started. I'm looking for some open areas, maybe for some pictures or to see some things, but so far it's been pretty covered, so let's see what we can find. A little bridge, so that's exciting. I'm gonna go down here. Hello, butterfly. Let's see if we can see anything. There's me. Wow. That's pretty. Something that I noticed that is very strange is that as I'm walking through the woods, I keep on thinking to myself, like, oh, what work do I have to do later today? Or like, what's my obligation? Like, what do I have to do after this? And I'm like, I don't have anything to do after this. I can literally just spend as much time as I want here and then go home or go somewhere else, go to a coffee shop. I can do anything I want, and it's really hard to break that mentality, I think, of like constantly thinking about what I have to do or what kind of responsibility I have to uphold for today. But so far, I don't have to do anything, and that's very, very freeing. Look, there's a snake. I don't know what kind of snake it is, but I'm gonna try just to walk past it. But it's looking at me, and I'm scared. I made it past the snake. We're all good. I mean, so I've grown up here my entire life, so obviously I know that there's snakes around, and I've seen snakes before in my yard and whatever. It's just a little different, I guess, when you're on your own. You're out here and you don't know about a lot about snakes, so it's always best to be careful, I guess. But I got a picture of him, so that was nice. I found a frog. Do you see him? Hello. Aww. Hello, Mr. Frog. I'm afraid if I take a step forward, you're gonna hop away. Hello. Hi. How are you? Mr. Toad. Although you're a frog, but we can pretend. He hopped on top of his friend. There are two little frogs over here. Just chilling out. Chilling in the woods. I crossed that little stream and I happened upon this lake. I bet those trees will look really beautiful once they start turning color. So I've gone down a random path that has no markings, but I'm hugging close to this lake and it's a clear trail, so I'm just keeping a lookout and hoping for a little adventure. It's really, really hot, but it's not that bad in the shade. And the bugs aren't too bad either. One thing I learned about coming out into the woods is it's like returning to your childhood, at least my childhood. It's very peaceful and calm and feels like home. I found a monarch butterfly, but the wing is injured. You can see the one wing is injured, and I don't know if it can fly. It's very pretty though. Good luck to you. You're beautiful. So I keep on getting ready to turn back to the beginning where I parked my car, and I keep on finding new trails to go down, and so I've just been going, and I'm a little hungry, I'm not gonna lie. I had an apple, but that wasn't really enough, and I haven't had any water, so we're gonna see what's down here, and then I'll turn back, I think. We'll see. If I find another trail, I might be going down that one. When I was younger, I would play with my friends out in the woods behind their house, and we would go down all these weird trails and places that we didn't know, and it was so much fun because we would always make things more dramatic than they really were and pretend that we were in some kind of magical world, and it was always so much fun. but there were always limitations because we were kids and we were told not to go too far, or we would say, oh, we better not go too far, we don't know where we are, like we'll get in trouble. But how freeing I've found it is to be older and to travel on those paths alone without anybody to tell you, or without that nagging in the back of your head like you should go home. It's better when you're older and wiser and you can go on your own into these paths, and it's very satisfying for me because I'm like indulging my childhood self, the little girl who wanted to run down those paths and get bugs in her face. No, so yeah, this is incredibly freeing, although it's incredibly hot as well. And I've brought myself down this new path, and I don't know where it's going, but I guess we'll just have to see. So I ventured out into this grassland-like area. It's very hot, and there's very tall grass. And I don't really know where I am, but I'm just gonna keep on following these red diamonds because I started out on the red trail. So we are just gonna hope that that brings me back to the start. It turns out I went into a humongous circle around that big hot grasslandy area, brought me right back to where I was before, and now I still have to find a way out. So I'm taking a different path right now. It said it had a red diamond on it, so that should be good, hopefully. I don't know. I looked at the map, and from what it looks like, I'm like at the farthest point away from the start, so that's really cool. So I guess there's a few things that I've learned about taking this trip alone, is that a return to nature is really soothing for the soul and can help clear your mind. Sometimes the most enticing paths don't result in satisfying results, which is the truth sometimes in life too. And also, don't go overboard. Don't wander down too many paths at once and then find yourself in a situation like I am right now, trying to find my way back. But those lessons can definitely be applied to life as well. Always take some time to clear your head and come back to where you're comfortable, come back to your beginning. Also, sometimes the things that you think will be very satisfying or you think will be good for you in the end aren't, and you just have to accept that. There's disappointments in life. And thirdly, do not give yourself too much work to do. Don't go overboard with the amount of things that you involve yourself in, or else you're gonna get tired and you're gonna get run down and you're gonna get lost, like I am. And I think those are lessons that I need to apply to myself as well, because I am notorious for putting too much on my plate. So this was very eye-opening. Also, one more thing, nature is a great teacher. So if you're ever looking for answers, go to her. Guys, look what I found. Crazy, right? Just sitting here in the middle of the woods. I don't even know how it got here because the trail is so thin. That's so weird. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Finally, I made it back to the place where I started. I'm so sweaty. My throat is so dry and my legs hurt so much. I did get myself lost, like very well lost. Like at a point I was not even on a trail. I was just traipsing through the woods and running into like every single cobweb and spiderweb and stepping on every single branch. I tripped multiple times. A bug flew at my neck and stung me. It was, that's what you get when you go on little adventures by yourself. But still, it was really fun. And now I'm gonna get to my car, get some water. So I am finally back in my house, and one second, got myself some water because I was probably really dehydrated. And even though I got myself lost and it was really hot and kind of scary because I didn't know where I was. I had a good day, and it was fun going all alone, just me and my thoughts, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. So that's the end of day 1 of this experiment. I'm not sure if I'm going to have things to do tomorrow that are worth filming, but the next time I do this week, I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!